Hi folks, it's Chris Baynes. One thing I want to talk to you about today is credit score. I was just talking to someone at a social event last night, and they were telling me that they couldn't buy right now. They know that the market's really good, and they can't do anything because they just know that their credit score is not where it needs to be. And I didn't get into what their credit score was, but basically right now, if you don't have a 620 credit score or better, which means higher, then you're probably not going to get any kind of financing, at least normal types of financing. And the higher your score is, the better your interest rate is going to be because you represent less of a risk to a lender. So let's talk for a minute about what you can do to increase your credit score. 3 credit reporting bureaus out there. The first step of doing that is getting your credit report. You'll want to check it out, make sure everything on there is actually yours or maybe is yours or maybe not. But the first thing that you do is systematically dispute every item on there. That's what a lot of these credit repair companies will do. And we'll talk more about credit repair companies in just a minute. But you'll want to go through and systematically dispute those items that are on the credit report. Now, some of those may, in fact, be your items, and you may need to contact those creditors and arrange for or negotiate a solution to their notes on your credit. A lot of times if you have a charge-off or maybe they didn't post the billing correctly, so you could have a lot of errors there that are bringing your score down. Anytime you can dispute it, those credit reporting bureaus must investigate the accuracy of that by contacting the entity that reported that negative score to you about you on their report. If those folks do not get back with the credit reporting bureau in time, guess what? They have to take it off. So anytime you remove any bad things, your credit score is automatically going to go up some. So that's one way to start that process. And as I said, the next processes will be to contact each one of those creditors and see what you can arrange with them. You can negotiate with these people sometimes. If they're sitting there with no money and a charge-off, you may be able to arrange for a partial payment in exchange for an improved mark on your credit. If you have found yourself in a good position now, maybe you can pay that off, but just make a deal with them. Say, look, you guys, if I pay this off, will you please mark this as paid in full? And they will mark it paid in full, but maybe they can adjust some of the other credit score information that's on there. Regardless, any little steps that you can do will increase your credit score that way. If you find that you do not have the time to do that or not real sure if you're doing it the right way, because you do want to do it in a very systematic way. You want to do it in writing through registered mail is ideal. There's a company here in town that's a trustworthy company. There's a lot of people that aren't trustworthy, but I just wanted to throw a name out there of one that is. You can call Jacob Stockton at Transcend Credit Solutions. He's a local guy here in Wilmington, North Carolina, and they have systems set up to help with that process. It's very reasonable. I was actually shocked at the pricing on that, and and it depends on how long it takes for them to do it, but very reasonable. And anything that you can do, that amount of money that you spend on that is a drop in the bucket compared to the amount of money you'll save on a mortgage interest rate and saving your credit and your credit score and what you're going to be able to accomplish in the very near future. I've had a family member actually go through this process of disputing credit, fixing credit, and raise their score enough to where they were able to refinance their house from a relatively high interest rate all the way down to in the low 4% interest rate, saving them almost $600 a month, which was not nearly the cost of the service to actually go through and start repairing the credit for them. So something to keep in mind. First thing you want to do though, get your credit report. Go to annualcreditreport.com. There's a lot of people out there that will provide a credit report for you, but a lot of those have strings attached and a lot of spam and a lot of other things that might show up in your mailbox. But that's just one that you won't have to worry about. That's a good source for your credit report. Anyway, hope this message finds you all doing well. I look forward to hearing back from you if you have any questions about this or anything else about Wilmington real estate. In the meantime, you guys have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you next time.